Dew.
Hey guys, Shae here from Lightly Food, and I'd like to tell you guys, you now are watching some old content that me and Josh have recorded way before we were starting to upload this because we knew Shani and Josh were going to have that baby soon, which they finally did. It was a healthy baby girl, and she's doing just fine. They're both home, resting from a stressful hospital situation, and I cannot be any more happy for them. But I thought you guys would like to know that this is some older content, so expect videos to be jumping from location to location, just because that's what we had to do to record as much as possible. But I hope you guys enjoy the episode. I'm pretty sure this is Xbox versus PS4, so I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a doozy, and until the next time, I'll see you guys later.
Welcome back. It is another episode of Two Dudes with Two.
I'm
Josh.
Lightly Food.
Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm Shae. And obviously you can tell we're a little excited, a little fast, a little talking a little bit fast. We're out of Mountain Dew. We've had a lot. Actually, I've only had one. He's had two.
There's a little bit of dew left.
Oh, watch out. Okay, so tasty. Right now it's late.
Trying to wake up.
We're trying to kind of keep the blood flowing, trying to keep the conversation loosey-goosey.
We just had an hour and 10 long session. We went right to this one because we gotta go fast.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about it. It kind of talks about last
You're talking too fast.
I know. I'm getting excited because it's about the Xbox versus the PS. The huge debate in consoles, the big daddy, granddaddy fight of them all.
Which one is
better?
better?
Ding, world heavyweight champion. I could bore you guys with stats all day long. The PS2 was the highest selling console of all time.
We're talking about this in the Ultimate Console.
Yeah, we've talked about a little bit of that. We've
You've
touched
already
on it.
heard what we said what our favorite consoles were, and we were both PlayStations, but different PlayStation systems.
Yeah, we talked about it. We've talked about the stats with you guys. We told you the prices. Now let's get a little bit into the fact of how much it's going to cost you at this very moment to buy a PS
2017.
2017. So right now we have the PS4 Pro.
We'll go on pros here.
It's out. It's available. It's a price, and then you got the Xbox One X. So those are the two newest consoles.
Yeah.
I will say this: there's not a whole lot of difference between the Xbox One, the Xbox One X, the PS4, and the PS4 Pro.
They do.
There are some new things. You can tell
because our buddy Wills has one. He loads in a lot faster than we do.
It's helpful. There's a lot of good things about it. But if you're like, is it worth the? What is it? How much is a PS4 Pro? Do you remember?
I think it's $399 maybe.
Let me double check the prices.
I think it's $100 more than the PS4, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it is.
The PS4, I believe, is $299.
Oh, man.
And then the Xbox One X, I think it recently just came out, so that might be even more expensive.
Let's go with PS4 price. You look up the Xbox prices, okay?
Xbox One X?
Yeah. Well, let's start with the Xbox One, then go to the Xbox.
Okay, well, I have 4%, so we got to do this fast.
So do I. So right now at Best Buy, you can get a PS4 for $300 plus tax, which is nice. Now the Pro is going to cost you roughly $400 to $500 depending on the gigabytes you buy. So it is a $100 increase. So you're looking at $300 plus tax for the PS4, and then you're looking at $399 to $500 for the PS4 Pro. So you're looking at a whole $100 more. Plus, if you want to get extra gigabytes, it's probably going to cost you a little more.
At
Special edition.
Walmart, the Xbox One, the default variant, at Walmart, 500 gigs is $289 plus tax.
So you're looking at about $10 less.
And then we got to look at the Xbox One X, which
Now, I will say this for the PS before, when we were talking about Xbox versus PS, the whole consideration of paying for online really made the debate different. But guess what? Now you pay for online.
Alright, the Xbox One X hasn't been released yet, but it is priced at $500.
So you're looking at $200 more.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at the two consoles next to each other, it's going to cost you roughly the same amount of money for the console.
Now, I will say, I know this for sure, the Xbox One X has better stats than the PS4 Pro.
As far as processing.
But PS4 Pro has the benefit of already being out way before the Xbox One X.
Yeah, they pushed their move up date.
They wanted to go faster.
And when they pushed it up, they really didn't sacrifice anything.
No, I mean, if you're
Because sometimes you'll hear people that push something early, like my company did. We pushed out a
I know.
We put it out probably about a year early, and it about crippled our company.
Yeah.
But PS4 didn't do that. They pushed up the date because it was already ready to go.
It was ready. They had it in their back pocket.
They didn't do the PS4 regular like that, though.
No,
There was problems at first. So, anyways.
The PS4 Pro was already in their back pocket, but there have been rumors of Xbox saying we're going to put out a big console, and Sony had nothing on the table that we knew.
Yeah, we knew. They had an ace in the hole. They're like, we could do this.
So,
it's not really different.
Okay, at that point, how hard is it to make a better, stronger console? You already have the system software. All you gotta do is just throw in some modified hardware that fits that software.
Some premium products on the inside.
And just call it good. It's not that much harder. So PS4, PlayStation's like, okay, Sony's like, let's do it. It will get us a lot more money faster because there's a better console. And, as we know this right now, PS4s have been selling way more than the Xboxes.
Yeah, and you're updating the insides. That's it, pretty much.
That's all
you know how easy that is to this line is PS4s, this line PS4 Pros.
Yeah.
You just split up the different hardwares.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy,
it's pretty simple.
And so, I mean, they really got the rat race, and they went out and they won that rat race.
Yeah. And to this day, the Xbox One X is still not out.
We don't know, and that's the hard thing. We don't really know. I thought it was out already. We both really know what the Xbox One X is capable of. They've only hinted.
Showed gameplay.
I mean, but we've seen what Microsoft hints at sometimes. It's like
a
little over what it actually is. Oversell.
Yeah. See, the issue with that, for one, they're gonna try to make themselves look as good as possible. You don't see with a YouTuber when they're reviewing something, or just a reviewer in general, they're gonna show the positives and the negative. Well, the company's just gonna show the positives. So we don't know what it's gonna look like.
We don't know any of the negatives.
We now know it can. They say it can support 4K gaming, but to the casual person that only plays at 1080p,
doesn't matter.
Well,
I don't have a 4K TV.
I don't have a 4K TV.
I don't know anybody who has a 4K
Webby
TV.
does.
I know one person who has a 4K TV.
Yes. 4K 70-inch TV. But the issue with that...
Actually, I know Tanner has one too.
Oh, he does? Oh, I didn't know that.
At his mom's house. It wasn't much.
With a 4K 70-inch TV, that's really big for video gaming. That's
rough.
More of... It's rough. Because now instead of having, a 19 to 36-inch TV, you can stare at it and you basically get out of everything. A 70-inch TV... That's a wall.
Looking at you, 50-inch Element. I mean, 50 inches is really on the high side. My Samsung that I had 50-inch was not a problem at all. I didn't have a problem.
No.
My Element, which is a cheaper TV, I had to spend what I had to spend. It's rough.
Yeah.
I can't play baseball on it. So, but yeah, like you were saying, it doesn't matter about 4K. Because most of us don't have it.
Most of the time nowadays, if you're going to get a 4K TV, they're not going to small pack it into a 32. They're going to make it as big as possible because that's what most people enjoy.
What they're doing right now for TVs is everything is smart.
Yes.
They've just started incorporating smart TVs into every size.
Yes.
So now you can't hardly find just an LED TV.
No.
I mean, even this one I bought is not technically a smart TV, but
it's a smarter TV.
It is. It has Netflix. It has internet. It has abilities to download apps. That's a smart TV in my book.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
It's not a smart TV. It's just a smart-ish TV.
Yeah. I mean, my Samsung learned.
Yeah.
Like, I could turn off my Ps4, it would turn the TV off too. That's a smart TV. It learns with you. It adjusts to you.
It was such a cool TV.
Let's not talk about it, though.
I know.
So, as far as like, well, I've got the better definition. Well, good for effing you. Nobody's using it. Like, people are going to buy it not to watch DVDs on it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know one person that was like, I want to buy the One X. That's spend the $500
I think you get
for a DVD player.
A little bit into this video.
Huh?
I think you get a little bit into this one, I can tell.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like,
family friendly.
What did I say?
Effing.
Oh, well, I didn't actually say the word, though?
No.
Okay, well, if you're like, oh, my ears, he said effing.
Well, I'm just saying that because the YouTube is kind of...
yeah, they're getting a little too...
They're getting a little strict, which we're not getting anything yet, but that could kind of halt someone's channel.
Yeah, okay. So I won't say effing anymore.
It might halt the channel. Trust me, I am not for this moment, but moving what they're doing to be ad friendly for the advertisers. But you gotta make do.
Okay.
You either have to be really popular, and they still like PewDiePie when he slipped up and said the N word, dead. All the sponsors died, and he is the biggest YouTuber.
No, I don't say that. I don't say that word.
No, that's a bad word.
I am white.
Yeah.
I don't get the privilege to say that word because my ancestors used that word badly.
So
shame on them.
That shows you that YouTube doesn't care who you are. If you're their biggest PewDiePie is YouTube. You hear YouTube, you think of PewDiePie almost every person, because he is the most subscribed person.
Gamers.
Definitely gamers, but 50 million plus subscribers. That's an insane amount. And he lost all of his sponsorships. All of them.
Shouldn't have said the word.
Shouldn't have said the word. But what happens, happens.
That's not an everyday word either.
No.
I mean, effing is kind of an everyday word.
Yeah. But even then, sponsors, like, we want to be kind of kid-friendly, a lot of videos.
Yeah. Okay, so, children.
Back at this.
Don't say that word. If you're like, oh, my mom says don't use that word. Okay, I won't use that word. Sorry. I would say freaking.
That.
Freaking probably not a problem.
Yeah.
My mom gets mad about me saying freaking. Because she's like, why don't you just say the other word? It's the same.
Yeah,
like,
my grandma had that at the start too, but...
Well, it's better than... Really, it's really better. Come on. Honestly, do you want me to use the F word? Because I can.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a word.
It's just a word that's social...
It just makes you go...
Yeah. All right,
it's not socially acceptable.
Let's get back into it now.
Anyways, that's subtopic.
That's subtopic.
So, where were we at? Xbox. You know, it doesn't matter if you've got 4K. Nobody's using it to watch and play on 4K. I mean, there's probably gamers out there like, oh, I love 4K for my gaming. Good for you.
Most gamers like that are PC gamers, though, because the PC has enough hardware to support that. And PC monitors are small because they know what they're for. So they make 4K monitors, but at that point, you're already right up to the screen, so they have to make it small.
Yeah, they don't sell 50-inch
PC monitors. It's stupid.
It just would be waste.
Gaming monitors know what there is, but there is not such of a thing as a gaming TV. There's stuff that's sorted for it.
Dude, we should make a TV brand just for gaming.
That would be nice, but we have no money.
Yet.
Yes. I'm like, I don't know about you guys. I have $2 to my name.
Hey, you want to see it happen? You know who to put it in. I'll put the hours in to find that information and technology. I'll put it for you. We have the knowledge.
From what I know of, there is no
there's no TV that comes out for TV.
No,
there isn't.
And gaming is a huge market. I don't know why they do it. But let's get back into the topic.
Well, they have the feature on their TVs. I put the feature of gaming. I don't want to put a specific TV out just for gaming. Why not? There's 30 million gamers in the world?
Way more.
I'm saying more. I'm just rough.
I can tell you
side.
That's way low side.
So I mean,
I know Steam alone has, I believe, 34 million different accounts, and over 19 million people play League of Legends daily.
So there you go. I mean, there you go.
19 million on one game alone.
Maybe someone will see this and be like, dude, we're missing a market.
There is no gaming TV
no
for the casual experience.
I would buy a gaming TV.
I would too. I mean, okay.
That's pretty much all I do on it.
I'm a PC gamer, and I say my console is my casual system. It's nice to lean back, relax, play some Call of Duty with some boys, and just chill out.
Hey, even on a gaming TV, you can throw up a DVD on there. No big deal. It's
not
that big a deal.
Because there is no most monitors are 1 millisecond delay. There is no 1 millisecond delay TV.
I wish. I would have it. I would have bought that over that. I would have bought a 30-inch 1-second display. And I just moved my PC into my bedroom.
I mean, my monitor is a 2 millisecond delay.
Yeah. I would move it into there and play.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can have a big TV in the front room. Have fun.
Yeah.
I play on a small TV. I don't give a crap.
Okay, well, when it comes to gaming, you don't really need a huge TV because it makes it harder to look.
Well, the only reason I have a big TV is because of how far back I am from the screen.
Yeah.
It helps.
It does. Back in the day before they moved, I had a 19-inch TV, and I had to be literally face-to-face with that screen to see everything.
He was like this. If I can.
Just about, yeah. Now they didn't have had extra.
Hey guys.
Room. Yeah, they had extra room. They didn't have any room for their new TV.
Okay, I'm good.
So they just handed it to me like, we don't have any room, and we know you've been needing one for a while.
You saw that I have no makeup on.
Yeah, he's all natural.
All natural.
So like, we don't have any room, so just take it. I was like, whoa. And I plugged it in. I'm like, oh, this is so much better because now instead of having to be like slunched back up like this, I'm now like this, just normal. Just
I just told him to still third.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, it was great. I ended up replacing my TV. I was like, I took the TV that I had in the front room, put it in my bedroom because it's a little further away now that I moved. And I was like, what am I going to do with this one? She's like, well, we can put it in our room. I'm like, nah. You know who needs a TV that doesn't have a TV? Shae. By the way, I'm going to mention this now. I don't know if you just mentioned it because I was really not paying attention to anything you were saying. He spent $300 on that 19-inch TV.
Yeah. This is
free Debo.
I bought it back, and I think the PS3 was highly in market.
You guys know how long ago it was. You know that a 50-inch TV is now $300.
Every time he sees one, he sends me a picture like, "Hey, Shae."
Not every time.
Most,
I do send you a lot, but honestly, I could do it almost every day that I'm in a Walmart.
Yeah, you could. A lot of TVs. 60-inch non-smart TV, $300. You're like,
I try and keep you up to date. That way, you know if you ever wanted to upgrade, how much it's going to cost you.
Yeah,
it's marketing.
So
I'm trying to help him.
It's kind of a running joke in the family that knows about it.
It's basically me and you,
and also Shani does it too.
I told her to.
Yeah.
The one time she sent it to you, I was standing right there. I go, send it to Shae. She goes, what? I go, send it to Shae. What do you want me to say? Don't say anything. He'll just reply, shut up.
Yeah. Because I think it was like 2008 I bought it.
You were burnt.
And I was like, okay, how much? I asked my dad, because I was with him that weekend, and I brought my money because I knew I was going to Bakersfield. I'm like, Dad, how much do you think a nice size TV would be? He's like, well, what size are you looking for? I'm like, I'm looking more for a 32-inch with an HDMI. He's like, well, that should only cost you
$600.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, that's going to cost you not as much, because I had the cash ready. Yeah. He's like, that probably, how much would you, like, I didn't say 32, I wanted the 32, but I knew I couldn't afford it.
You just said I wanted an HDMI TV.
I wanted an HDMI TV, preferably like 26 inches. Yeah. That would have been nice. No,
how much you got, Shae?
I had about $350.
That's $350.
That should cover tax as well as what I thought. My dad was like, that's probably about $300. I'm like, without tax. I'm like, how much is tax? Like, probably like another $40 or so. What is
$70 on the 100?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So and they're like, so was there any HD TVs? We went to Walmart, and he's like, do you have any HD TVs?
2008
LCD, and they're like, yeah, we have this one that's 19 inches for $299 without tax. I'm like, is there anyone bigger? Yeah, 32 for $500. I'm like,
1 second.
And I looked at my dad. He's like, my dad would just. My dad
hadn't bought a TV in a long time up to that moment.
Well, he just bought that big TV that he has now in his house.
Yeah, which cost him like $1,000, right?
Yeah, back in the day. Well, it was a big.
It was huge.
Like it was like a 50-inch plasma TV back.
Yeah, it was a big deal
in 2006.
Yeah, it was impressive. Like, no, we're not demeaning it at all.
It's still a really nice TV.
Yeah, it's lasted this long, and it had a lot of
games plasma TV. It. Plasma TVs don't last very long.
You're not supposed to play games on plasma TVs, but we do.
We do, and they do good.
Yeah. Hold on, just hijacking your story real quick. My grandpa goes to Best Buy one day. Okay.
Yeah.
This is when we're living in Bakersfield, and he bought the TV in the front room the second time after the first one went out. He ruined the first one anyways. Nice. It's his fault. So we're sitting there, and he walks in, and I'm at home, and my dad went with him. And he walked into Best Buy. He goes, hey, is there any TVs here that are about 55 inches that you're not supposed to play games on? And my dad's like, that's weird choice of words. And the guy goes, yeah, you're not really supposed to play on plasma. And he goes, why? He goes, oh, you can burn things into the screen. He goes, oh, can you show me some of your 55-inch TVs? He goes, sure. And he found one. He's like, which one's that one? He goes, oh, that's one of those plasma ones I was telling you about. You're not really supposed to play games on. He goes, I'll take that one. And he puts it in the front room. And my dad's sitting there. He goes, you're not supposed to play games on this. I'm like, why? He goes, it's plasma. And so I'm like, hold on. I'm going to check this out on the internet. Because that's bullcrap. Turns out, the only thing they say is, on plasma screens in gaming, that you don't want to get a game that's going to have the exact same spot
like Call of Duty
all day.
Like
they say if you play 4 hours of it, that's fine. You go, but if you do it every day, all day, yeah, there's going to be a spot burned into it. So I was like, all right. So I went in with the information. I told him, and he's like, oh, well, the dude told me not to do it at all.
So don't do it.
And no, I was like, well, I looked it up on the internet, and that guy's wrong. He goes, oh, okay, that's fine. He goes, could you not do it though if you don't need to? I'm like, sure. That night, he went to bed. I moved my game out into the front room and played it. Just to prove a point. Next morning, he came out. I go, hey, turn the TV on. Turns it on. I go, man, there's nothing wrong with it. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I played my game on it for like 5 hours last night. Nothing was wrong with it. He goes, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, really. Check this out. The channel he watched on the TV, he would leave on for all day.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
The little
5 a.m. to 8 p.m. most of the time. And it had the same little mark up in the top right. Encore Westerns. And guess what effing... freaking got burned into the corner. Freaking got burned in the corner. Encore Westerns. And I remember he was mad. He's like, what is that? I'm all, I don't know. He goes, you been playing the game out here? I go, no, actually I haven't. I go, hold on. Turn it to a white channel. So he flipped around. He got to a white screen.
Yeah.
I go, that says Encore Westerns. He's like, no, it does it? I'm like, so I walk all the way up to the screen. I'm like, sure enough, it does. I go, that's weird. And then my mom goes, she had that confused look on her face first, and then she was like,
you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
We went into her room. I was like, he really tried to blame that on me, and proof was right there. She goes, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, I know what to tell me. I was right. And that guy, he was so burnt about that. They ended up buying a new one. He bought an LED.
LED is the way of the future.
I was just laughing so hard.
I don't blame you. I would be too.
I was like, I cannot believe that. And from that moment on, we had that TV for like another year. We would turn the channel on and it would be a white screen about, hey, we're watching Encore Westerns. Oh, he would get salty. Oh, he was salty about that. He's like,
oh, that's funny.
Right there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. But we were in the Walmart, and my dad just looks at me like, I didn't think it was going to be that expensive.
That was crazy back in the day how much TVs were.
Yeah.
Especially looking at them now. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, how much did I pay for my... I think we paid $300 for the PS2. I mean, even the PS3 is $300. It really, the inflation hasn't moved much for the PS, so I just can't understand how back in the day they were charging so much for TVs.
Because they were...
Because they could.
They could. No one else makes... Where are you going to get a TV?
It's like, we got 7 brands of TVs. They all do the same thing. I think they were getting together like, how much are we going to do for these TVs this time? I don't know, what, 400 sound good? Let's make it a little more, 500. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, I don't know if you ever knew this, but Roger and Claudia had this huge big screen TV. Mm-hmm. It had the bulbs in it still. When a bulb blew out, it cost them like $600 to replace. Mm. Oh, it was bad. Now they have a flat screen and they don't worry about it anymore, but wow. And that cost them, that big screen, I think, and they bought it in like 1995 or 96.
Oh, they're the old school ones.
Oh, yeah. It cost them like $3,000.
Yeah.
It was crazy amount, but it was really cool. Oh, yeah. I mean, the football game on that was amazing.
Oh, I bet. I remember my mom had one of those. I don't know where she got it from. Surprised, I know.
Whatever. She had it.
She had it. And I played SmackDown versus Raw on it. As Josh would know, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good story right there.
I think we've said that before.
Yeah, we won't get into it tonight.
Yeah. I think we said that in the first video, actually. I think that was our introductions.
Second video. First one on Two Dudes with Dew.
Yeah. Technically. Yeah. The first Two Dudes with Dew video, we did that.
So, but, TVs were crazy. So the price, when you look at price, it's only $30.
All right.
When you look at the price, it's not such a big deal anymore. They've always kind of stayed around the same price, which is kudos to them. Yeah. Because they're not doing what iPhone does.
No.
another video just for you guys if you go watch it. But so I mean, when you look at the two, it's not like price is really going to matter that much to you.
No. Most TVs are 1080p.
Yeah, if you're using a normal TV like most people are, it's 1080 now smart, so you really don't need to do anything special. So the 4K edition.
I think the next big thing is 2K. It's going to be regular.
Yeah.
Then 4K. I think 2K
is already starting to become more popular.
Yeah.
4K is there, but it's more
so
expensive. So I mean, it's like
I think they're stepping in the. I think both of them are stepping in the wrong market way too early. Besides, the actual.
I will say this: the Xbox One X, being a 4K, will have the advantage when it comes time for it to move into it. But it may be years before we move into it.
The issue with that, though, is that for like Destiny 2, which just came out recently, for the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, both of them. PS4 Pro can also go on 4K gaming, but only on certain things. It's very temperamental because I said it has weaker stats.
Right.
Surprisingly, for Destiny 2, even at 1080p, they limited the frame rate to 30, which you shouldn't have done.
I don't understand.
If you're most games nowadays on consoles,
they're 60.
It should be 60.
Yeah.
Except when the 4K came in, like 4K 30, but 1080p should have been 60, but it's not.
So why did they lower the frame rate on the 4K?
4K takes more things to render, so it would be harder for it to run, which would be acceptable.
Which a computer would have no problem
A
with.
computer meant for it, yeah, no problem. But a console, 4K 60 sounds very like, whoa, what are you doing exactly?
Like,
that's stepping into a huge... See,
If you could do it,
I'd say try to go for it.
Well,
But that's
I think they can wait for that.
that they need to wait for They should have just made sure 4K 30. I'm fine with that. That's perfectly fine if you want a good picture. If you have a 4K TV, but you should have made it 1080p 60 for both consoles. No matter what,
that's probably on the game itself. The people who made the game. That's isn't it? No, who's the Bethesda?
No,
not Bethesda. Who made that game?
Bungie.
They made Halo.
Yeah,
they've obviously stepped into areas where they were huge successes. Now, we may be looking back at this video 2 years from now, going, they were ahead of their time. They figured it out way sooner than everybody else, and kudos on them. But we also may look back at this video and go, we were exactly right. They made a horrible mistake.
I think I'll stick with. I think they made a poor decision. They should have made it 1080p 60, 4K 30. I would that if they just did that. No complaints.
Well, guys will play it right now, so they're going to lose a lot of upfront sales in that situation. Which a lot of people are like, I don't want to play on 30. I want to play on 60.
Yeah,
like you. I don't want to play on 30.
No.
I can understand it. I can understand both sides of the argument. I can understand the move. They're trying to push it in because here's what ultimately happens. Think about when the PS1 and the PS2 came out. The PS1 was first, and then the PS2.
Yeah.
Think about what happened. Better graphics.
Yes.
The ability for online all started going really big. And so what they did was introducing those games that would do that kind of stuff. They phased out the old games. While still being able to play the old games, they started phasing it out. Same thing with Xbox and Xbox 360. The Xbox was really good. It had the online capabilities. Not great, but it had them there. And the Xbox 360 came up, and they started phasing out Xbox. Mm-hmm. And it happened pretty quick for both PS2 and Xbox 2. Xbox 360. So what they're doing in this, at least Bungie's trying to do, is they're trying to phase out all of the PlayStation 3 ability games. All of the Xbox 360 games.
They didn't even make a PS.
I know.
Those ports are just gone.
As soon as that starts happening, they can phase that old console out, forcing people to buy a new console. Which
at this point they already showed. World War II didn't come out. Infinite Warfare didn't come out. Any big game, there's no more.
They've made the assessment that PS3
and Xbox
360 are done.
I mean, Xbox. They are no longer making Xbox 360s. That's already done. PS3s, I think they're done making those too.
You can still buy them at big box stores, so they're still kind of making them.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you're buying them at Walmart, Best Buy, they're still making them, just not in mass quantities anymore. So now getting a hold of them, it will start to become more difficult. Like you can't find a PS2 in a big box store. No. You can still find the PS3.
You can find 2 of them at my house though.
Yep.
But
so as they do this, I know what Bungie's trying to do. They're trying to start the next wave of gaming. Because once they get those old games phased out, now they can start making the new games, and they can start phasing again, moving at 1080p and moving into 2K and 4K. And once they do that, now they're looking at whole new market money. People got to buy new consoles. They're going to make everyone more money by doing so. I know what they're trying to do, and it's happened before. PS3 came out, PS2 died.
Yeah,
I mean, it
pretty fast.
died.
Pretty fast. It
did. Xbox 360 came out, Xbox was done. My uncle had an Xbox. You couldn't even play it anymore. I mean, you weren't playing it for online features anyways, but if you were, it was done.
Yeah.
You had no shot.
I mean,
Xbox One came out, Xbox 360 is still kind of going, but it's pretty obvious.
It's really hard to find a lobby nowadays. Let's say it's Black Ops 1, World at War, definitely World at War. Definitely on World at War.
Yeah.
If you're playing World at War, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be in a hacked lobby at this point.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, same story.
So
Black Ops 1, not as much. Black Ops 1 is really good with that.
I was really surprised with the fact that even though PS4 came out and the PS4 Pro came out, that they still had PS3 having lobbies, having servers, and doing that. I mean, it still was a viable game system.
I don't think they will shut those down at this point.
I
think maybe later, another, because people still play that pretty darn consistently.
They've shut down all the PS2. I know that.
Oh yeah, those are down.
So we're looking at PS4, PS5, or whatever the next one is.
That'll probably name it PS5.
That'll
cheesy.
That'll probably shut down the PS3.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it goes with the trend, that'll shut down PS3.
Eventually, yes.
And people will be out, just like people are out in our Xbox, and people are starting to become out in Xbox 360.
Yeah.
It's happening. I mean, and I know why they're doing it. They got to keep having money. If it's just games, PlayStation itself's not making a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
When they sell consoles, they make buku bucks.
Yes. At this point, I think what they need to do, especially if they remastered a Black Ops 1 or a Black Ops 2.
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, my money would be so sunk.
But here's the deal. I mean, nothing saying wrong about it. They remastered Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah,
Modern Warfare COD 4, Modern Warfare... Yeah. Which I think is actually COD 5.
That's COD 4.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, if they remastered it, which they did, I don't have it.
No.
You had it.
I have it.
Andrew has it.
Wills has it. Webby has it.
But you guys, you bought the new game too.
I bought Modern Warfare with it because I at the time me and Webby bought it.
Yeah.
I don't know when Wills bought it.
I think Wills bought the new game, didn't he?
I think he bought it straight up because he had a cash because he just got back.
I know Andrew got it with the new game.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason.
I bought it because mine was $60 for both games. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, that's a steal. I want Modern Warfare Remastered, and I want to try out the zombies in Infinite Warfare.
That's a lot of the reason why anybody had Modern Warfare 4 Remastered. Not that we didn't want to play it, because I wanted to play it. I played it at Andrew's.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a fun game, but I'm not going to spend another $60 just to get an upgraded version of it for graphics. I enjoy the game. I can go back and play Call of Duty campaign if I had the game on my PS3. It wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't care about multiplayer that much back then anyways.
Yeah,
it kind of got me into it, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, the multiplayer is the only thing I play. And I still don't only think that's not the only thing I play. So when you look at that game, if they remastered Call of Duty 1, they've already remastered the zombie maps for you. So that's not why you're buying it. The multiplayer maps, they were okay. They weren't great. I mean, they were fun, don't get me wrong, but you could play on Black Ops 1, on PS3, you can play the what do you call it? The bots, have just as much fun, or you can even play your buddies on a LAN party, just as much fun. You don't need the ability to remaster it. So if they remastered it, would it really catch that many sales? I mean, it would catch the sales of the nostalgic, but it's not going to be enough to keep it viable.
Yeah.
And it's not going to make PS money. I mean, it's going to make them a little bit, but the real people making money is whoever made that game, Treyarch, whatever. They're Infinity Ward. They're making more money. Activision. They're making more money on it than PS4s. So why does PS4 care?
Yeah.
They can make more money on a brand new game. Like, just make a new game for me.
Like a Sony exclusive, like an Infamous.
Yeah.
Well, technically they have to pay money for that one.
Fortnite.
That's not exclusive.
Is not?
No,
Is it
Xbox
on Xbox
and PC has it.
I didn't know Xbox had it. I know
they
PC
plan on making Xbox and PS4 compatible with that, so they both play together.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember that. But they do. Making money would be make more money on PS4 exclusive games, things like that. But like I said, they're trying to phase out the old games. They did it with PS2 and they did it successfully. I was completely against the PS3. I was like, why are you making me buy a new console? Well, new features and everything. Why don't you just update my... Now I make... it makes sense now. When I was a kid, I didn't understand it. Now it makes sense because they had to add new graphics cards. Yeah. But has graphics changed that much in the last 10 years?
Yes.
Other than 4K?
Yes.
No, I haven't noticed anything in PS4. They have 1080p. That's about it. That's all. That's all it is.
If you're looking at resolution differences, no. If you're looking at textures and all that stuff, yes.
Well, yeah, that came with the games.
Yeah.
But the PS3 game had that all the way through. Everything, it just got better with the game itself.
It just looks better.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
the PS4. If you put a PS3 next to it, and they did it with Skyrim. There's texture difference a little bit,
Yeah.
But PC has already had that. They've had that from the get-go.
Mods still make it better.
Yeah.
What they did for the PC version of Skyrim Remastered was they were very nice because they know PC very well. Oh, if you own Skyrim? Oh, you own Skyrim Remastered. No. They know us. Because we already had it. And we already modded it to make it look better than what they already released.
It's a re-render or whatever they call it.
Yeah. So they knew. They couldn't do that
They couldn't do it.
So they were like, well, they already have it. You can't do much. If you own Skyrim and all the DLC, you get the whole thing free.
Yeah, and I mean, we played World War II. Yeah. And this isn't to talk about World War II.
No, this is.
But we played it.
PC.
When PS4. I look at Black Ops 3, which is really, what was it released? 2015. 15?
Yeah.
So 2 years ago. Was it really just 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Infinite Warfare came out last year.
Yeah, that sucked. Anyways, when you look at just 2 years ago, in my opinion, they're both on PS4.
Yep, both on Xbox.
They're both on Xbox One. The graphic difference didn't change much.
No.
I mean, we played Black Ops 3, and there was little things that changed and made it a little better, but the grittiness of it and everything, it was about the same.
Yeah.
The play style is about the same, but when you go to Black Ops 1 versus Black Ops 3, that's a different console, there was a step up, obviously. It was a little smoother. It was, there was more texture to it.
I played Black Ops 1 again after being so used to PS4. It's hard.
Yeah, but it was still the same console.
PS3, PS3 Black Ops, it's 30 frames per second. You can feel that in the movement.
Yeah.
It's clunky.
I mean,
that's why I would want it remastered to feel better.
When you play Black Ops 1 on PS3 and Black Ops 3 on PS3, there's a difference. There is.
Yeah.
But the game made the difference, not the console. So you could still do that with PS4. You could make games better. You don't have to change the console, is what I'm trying to get at. The reason they change consoles is to make more money. Because if they don't change console, it gets a little stagnant, and then they lose money. I mean, think about when they went from NES to PlayStation. How long was that? 20 years almost?
About, yeah.
I mean, it's a long time. And I get it. The technology's coming out faster now. I get that. But is it really, truly necessary to spend the extra $600? No, not really.
When the NES came out, the Super NES came out, I think, about 8-10 years later.
I don't know. We have it in the other video.
Yeah. Basically, every console generation since then has been getting re-up about every 8 years or so. Yeah. And the PS4, believe it or not, came out, I believe, in 2012. No, 2013, I think.
Yeah, I was already back from college. I had it the year after I got it 2 years ago.
Man, my battery's
so
2%. I'm gonna try to
2 years ago from now would have been 2014 when it came out. I think
PS4 release date 2013.
Okay, late part though.
Yeah, November 15th.
Might as well be 2014. So, I mean, it's been
5 years, give or take. Well, it's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years,
and already they made a upgrade to their system,
which
I'm not gonna buy. There's no need.
Yeah, I mean, we have the PS4. I didn't even want to buy the PS4. I was still enjoying PS3. The only reason I bought PS4 was my wife's like, you might as well just get it. It's here. You can update. You can play with your buddies. And that's really when you have to update, is when all your buddies update.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to come back to PS3.
No, I really didn't.
I mean, PS4, it has its features, and it was a little faster and everything, but in the last 3 years, I don't see the necessity of
upgrading.
I
don't see it either, really.
Maybe not even in the next 4 years. I mean, I don't know what's coming around the bend. I'm not a technology nerd.
Yeah,
which a nerd means you're constantly looking and understanding.
I don't look
keeping collections of it.
I just look at my games that I play. That's all I look at.
Nerd. I'm not saying that.
Good sir, you need these.
I'm not saying nerd. I'm not saying that. Wow, dude. Whoa. Oh, ow.
Someone's like, nerd.
Sorry. You're not my prescription, brother.
Oh, really? Well, interesting enough here, let me just, a little snippet here. I have 2 different prescriptions in each eye.
Yeah, that was...
My left eye is way stronger than my right eye.
Anyways, but I don't know what's coming around the bend in technology. I know what we've seen is 2K and 4K. Obviously, it's better graphics. There's more pixels in the 4K. There's like 10 million more or something like that, or 100 million more or something.
Okay, well, I know 1080p is 2160 or 80, 2160, I think, for 2K, and then you double that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. But that's the only new technology as far as visuals go. I don't know if speed's really going that much different. I mean,
Will's loads into the game 2 seconds faster than we do.
If that, but during the game itself, there's no difference.
No difference, no.
I mean, we all move the same because of the servers themselves, and they account for that.
At this point in time, if you're a hardcore casual gamer, in my experience,
here's what I think you're saying.
Or if you don't own a PS4,
if you don't own one, don't buy the regular PS4. You might as well buy the Pro.
Yeah, I mean,
it's only $200 more, and it has benefits.
Yeah, it has.
And not only is it that, but you're also getting the best of the best, and and your money will be well spent because you'll get a better warranty.
Yes, you have the longer. I'm surprised this was able to do that.
Why you did that?
I was just curious.
I can't do it. Oh, yeah, I can.
Be careful.
Yeah, that totally messed up my shirt. Anyway,
look at that. That's new for me. I'm sorry.
So I mean, it is what it is. We've obviously seen and know that PS makes more money. There's more PS players out there.
Yes.
And really, the PS2 sold more because when the Xbox 360 came out, you had to pay to play. Which we've talked about the benefits and the disadvantages of.
As we said in our PS3, when it had its servers were way spottier than Xboxes because they were paid servers.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I had Xbox 360. You played against good players because there wasn't the, hi, I'm 12, I'm having a good time, I'm sitting in a corner waiting for you to walk by.
Yeah.
You didn't do that as a 12-year-old.
No, I didn't.
You didn't let me finish. When I finished, you heard me say, I sit in a corner and wait for you to walk by. I mean,
no.
There's bad players on free servers. That's how it's always going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, when you look at it, the reason I think that PS2 sold better, not only is there more PS because there was a huge market for PS already. I mean, there was a lot of people that had PS1s. A lot. Everyone I knew had one.
It was a revolutionary.
Yeah, it was big.
CDs?
So, I mean, when Xbox came out, it just started getting traction and new people into it because it had that, I can play online. Well, then PS2 was like, not to be outdone, I can play online.
But it was not set up as
trash.
much because it was not designed for that.
Yeah, but they had the feature.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, well, I can do that too. But obviously Xbox
then PS3
had the better.
and the PS4, PS3 and Xbox was trying to step up. Xbox did a little bit better with their servers because you had to pay for them.
Xbox 360, you're paying for your server. It has better people on it.
Yeah.
The graphics were very close and similar. The processors were close.
The
and similar.
Xbox 360 was better than the PS4.
It was better.
PS3.
Better than PS3. It was better,
Yeah.
but they were similar.
Similar
It wasn't such a. It wasn't like, whoa, my gosh, Xbox is way better.
I will say, from what I remember when I was looking at back in the day when I was playing MW3, PS3 did play a little bit sloppier. It was it kind of had more lag spikes per se.
I played both. I had a PS3. My brother had the PS3. I had the Xbox 360. I paid for the because I had a job at Salty's. I paid for the membership because I was cool. I played Halo. I played Call of Duty. I played both Call of Duty on PS. That was something special that Xbox. They had an exclusive franchise that was amazing, and that was Halo.
Yep.
That was really the only reason that you needed an Xbox 360 at the time because everything else was on PS pretty much.
Pretty much.
There was other games, obviously, but I remember playing it, and the style of play was two different worlds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, guys in Xbox were aiming for heads. They were doing tactical movements. You got on PS3, it was not like that. It was just go gangbusters fun. You know, you're just going crazy. As far as the difference in graphics or anything, to the naked eye, you couldn't tell.
No.
The processing, couldn't tell. It maybe was a little bit better on the movement speed with Xbox 360.
It loaded a little bit faster.
Yeah, your what did you call it? The frames per second seemed a little bit better.
They were the same.
But the way you what's this called? Lag.
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't a lag in Xbox 360. I almost never had that problem. There was never like, oh, he glitched me. That never happened. But on PS3, it did happen a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just something you dealt with. It was no big deal.
I mean, when I
bought
my PS3 when I was 13, I bought it because I'm like, my dad had a PS3. I enjoyed the PS3 controller. That's all I knew, basically.
Yeah.
So I stuck with what I knew because I was a PS1 boy. Then I got a PS2 for Christmas. So I'm like, oh baby, PS2. And I'm like, well, I've stuck with the series so far. I know it. I'll stick with it. Let's go PS3. And look at me now to this day, PS4.
I don't like the touchpad in PS4.
No, they tried to be unique.
Yeah, I mean, I give them credit.
They tried to use it at first.
I give them credit where credit's due. It was kind of a cool idea. Just wasn't really great to actually do in game. I mean, it was cool that you could swipe it, move a book, and we've said this before.
Yes.
I didn't really care for the PS3, the 6-axis.
Oh, that was cool.
Remember Lair?
Oh, do you remember GTA 4 with it?
I never played GTA 4.
Okay, GTA 4, sometimes you had to drive a helicopter, and you could choose, you want the regular movement or you want the axis movement. And I'm like, I tried it, so I'm playing like this, and all of a sudden the helicopter, whoa! It's like, oh crap. So you gotta have your hands, yeah. Like,
I remember it was rough playing Lair too. That was the first game we got. That was the game that came free. It was a great game. Yeah. Oh, it was a fun game. But to make things go fast, you had to do this. So you're sitting there playing, go, turn.
Yeah. I will say that it was really fun driving a car
unique, though.
and GTA. Just like,
yeah. It was very, very, very unique though. That was way different than the Xbox 360.
I liked that they tried. It didn't work, but for some games it did.
It was cool. I mean, it had its features, and then of course they had the PlayStation Move come out, and that was a big deal.
It was cool. It kind of flopped. Then the Kinect came out.
Yeah, I mean,
the Kinect
I played
flopped.
both Kinect and the Move. The Move worked a little easier because it had the ball technology. It was just looking for the ball.
Yeah.
So you like play frisbee golf and stuff like that. It worked really well. Batting, sports games worked very well. Not so much in the other stuff. I mean, they sold the controller for the gun.
They had archery in there too.
Yeah, it was all right. The Kinect, I played it. It worked good for Dance or whatever that was.
Oh, Just Dance.
Yeah, Just Dance. It worked good for that. We had fun at friends' houses doing that. But
Just Dance is
as far as a practical everyday gaming, nah.
Yeah.
Andrew, my buddy Andrew Fernandez, shout out. He bought the Kinect, and he bought this game. It was a street fighting game. And we were going through the tutorial. This is how bad this thing was. We were in a small room, kind of like this. It didn't work great. It did not work great. I was in my room in Gelding. And there was this one move it said sweep the leg.
Oh no.
And so the whole thing was you were just to bend slightly, move your leg to the right, and sweep. You make a little half circle and then bring it back. And so we're staying there. And like, all right, we're never going to use this move in the game.
Yeah.
But let's give it a try. So you put your fist up, and it's like, all right, you're detected. And all of a sudden, your guy on the screen just kicks the trainer in the head, just nails him on the side of the head. I think we did it a little wrong. Let's try again. And so an hour and a half, we're like, come on, sweep it. And we're trying our dead level best, and we're pouring sweat. And the guys just keep on getting kicked in the head. Just every now and again, he'd give a big fat hook. You're like, I didn't even move my bat. It was horrible.
I remember there was this one game. It was a Dragon Ball Z game for the Kinect. And you had to have your hands out like this, and that's how you fired your key blasts. But sometimes it registered it as this, and you just run to punch in the air. Or when you had to dodge, it wasn't a first person. So when you try to dodge, you like this, and then it just wouldn't even move.
You got back.
It was a horrible experience. Like to do a Kamehameha, you had to do this and actually shout out the words because it had the mic in it.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I mean, they tried, and they both tried.
I'm all right with experimenting. I mean, if they did it right, it would have been.
Hey,
amazing.
if it comes with the game, I'm not bothering it.
Yeah.
But the fact that they both were sold separately as $60 pieces,
okay,
that kind of makes me upset.
The PS4, the PS Move, kind of was a ripoff of the Wii.
Well, they had the PlayStation Eye first.
Yeah, that was cool. You could copy your face on any character in the game.
And then what I liked was they started adding the feature that you could add your game face into it and actually make your guy look like you.
Yeah.
But it never worked.
No.
It never worked.
I mean, it's really hard to render someone's face. I think nowadays they can almost do it.
Oh, it'd be much easier now. I mean, shoot. I mean, you could take this and be like,
yeah,
good. But your back of your head be all jacked up.
Yeah, just imagine all this hair and stuff, and on the side just brown hair,
just flat. Yeah, what? But yeah, I mean, we're gonna run this down now. We're dealing with this subject. Obviously,
we started off strong.
That's what happens.
Sometimes.
It's one of those things. There's not a whole lot of information that needs to be conferred about it.
We've said this before. What are you, a PS4 or an Xbox? Well, what are your friends?
Yeah, it really comes down to your friends. And if you don't have friends, if you're one of those lucky few, it doesn't come down to your friends as much as it comes down to what do you like to play.
Yeah.
Most games nowadays, at least, come out for both consoles.
They're more exclusive for PS4 than there is on Xbox.
Which used to be flipped.
I
mean, now that the Halo is gone, if you're not, I mean, that used to be the biggest thing. If you
was
played Halo, you had to have Xbox.
Yeah.
And if you liked Halo, which I loved Halo, so I bought an Xbox. But now the Halo franchise is pretty much dead and gone. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're going to Bungie come out with a brand new one. I don't know. But as far as I know, it's
really hard
over.
to do.
So now I have no reason to play Xbox. I mean, I'm paying for both of them anyways. I mean, now those 13-year-old kids that were like, "Oh, I don't want to buy Xbox because I have to pay for internet." Now they're like, "I pay internet for both of them, so I might as well get my Xbox now."
And now at this point, where you're looking at Sony, well, they have God of War coming out. They have the Infamous series. They have the Ratchet and Clank series. They have the Knack series. They have, I don't know if the the Uncharted series.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't care
Crash
about those
Bandicoot.
Some people don't care about those series, and if you're not one of those people that are like, I got it. If you're a sports guy, it doesn't matter which one you buy. You might as well just buy the cheap one.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's me, and I'm a sports guy, I only play sports games, I'm going Xbox One X because of that 4K feature. You might as well. I mean, if you want crystal clear gaming, that's not going to matter as far as shooting goes. You might as well. I mean, because it's going to be really cool to play a golf game on 4K because you're going to see grass moving.
Yeah,
it's going to be cool.
It'll be cool.
But as far as a shooter game, probably won't matter that much.
No, at that point, 4K is more of a detriment.
Yeah, as far as right now.
As right now, because there's no, as we said before,
no PC or no.
There's no smaller
console.
TV at 4K and seeing those crisp graphics without looking around.
And no console that can really facilitate it yet.
Yeah, it would be really sweating it.
Yeah, I mean,
and we get hot
we'll
and
there.
overheating.
We'll
get there eventually.
And that was another thing we didn't even touch on, the Xbox 360's overheating, red ring of death, and
Oh,
things of that nature.
or the PS4 3 when it first came out, the yellow dot of death.
Yeah, actually, we ended up getting one of those. We think our friend was watching porn on it. So
yeah, that story's been told before.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. So if you're like, well, which one should I buy? Well, what do your friends have? And if you're like, I don't have friends. Well, what games do you play?
Yeah.
If you play sports, go get your Xbox One X when it comes out.
If you like platformers, get PS4.
PS. It's gonna be fun.
I named 3 platformers off on that list: Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, and Knack.
If you're a pure shooter, you can have either one.
Yeah. If you're a shooter, honestly, you might just want to go to PS4 because you get DLC earlier.
You do get DLC earlier, but I will say this in Xbox fans, you're gonna have less of the wish wash.
There's more people on PS4, which means there's more of a variety.
Yeah, you're gonna play more constant type of people on Xbox.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Honestly, for us, we play PS4. All of our friends have PS4. We might as well play it.
I mean, both him and our buddy Wills, they were both Xbox guys
At first,
but all their friends, I think, disappeared. To be fair enough to say.
well, I mean, my
busy.
Xbox buddies, I used to play at college with. I could never get into a server with them anymore because they're in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They just don't want to play with me. I understood it. I was like, I'm on when you guys are getting to go to bed.
Yeah.
I can understand it. No big deal.
Poor Wills.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I understand it, but all of my Xbox buddies just kind of just trickled away.
Yep.
And all of my buddies here that I talk to all the time were always on PS4 or PS3 at the time.
I remember me and Wills talking like, he had both. I remember correctly. He had an Xbox at his dad's house, and at the regular house he had a PS3 because it was free.
Yep. Oh, that's Twitter.
Ooh.
Not for me.
Anyways,
World Star. But so, yeah, it's just kind of your friends. If you don't have friends, then it's what you play.
Yeah.
If it's not what you play,
you get the other
just
one.
throw a freaking coin in the air.
Yep.
It'll be fun either way. They're about the same price.
Honestly, they are the same price, give or take.
If you don't buy DLCs, then that doesn't really matter to you.
Yep.
The fact that you're going to get them faster with PS4. So, I mean, it's one of those things. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm PS4.
I'm PS4 as well.
I hope that Xbox can make a stronger stride in this next one.
I think what they need to do is make more IPs, original,
They need to make ones just for them.
Yeah.
And bring back the original.
I can't think of a single...
We don't really play it, though.
Well, I keep my eye out for both, and I don't see the... Oh, wait, don't they have the that racing game? Isn't that one of their exclusives?
Which one?
I don't know. It's a racing game. It's like a... It's not a NASCAR. It's a...
Are you talking Gran Turismo kind of thing? Or?
Maybe.
Gran Turismo's on PS4, too. Or PS as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they have Forza.
Yeah, there it is.
I think that's only on Xbox.
They have that.
I played it. It's alright.
Other than that, I can't think of a single one besides that and Halo.
And Halo's done, so...
Halo's done.
They need to come out with something special.
Meanwhile, God of War is coming up. We just recently had Crash Bandicoot. We just recently had Ratchet and
Crash
Clank.
Bandicoot!
They're making Knack 2, or they just did. I think it's already out. Uncharted 4 came out this year.
I'm waiting, hesitantly, praying that they make a CTR.
Yeah.
If they do, my gosh.
I don't believe the Tomb Raider series... Tomb Raider was exclusive at first.
It's alright, and it was just alright. It wasn't like one of those games. It wasn't like Halo where it was like a big deal. It's,
Tomb Raider was exclusive at first to Xbox.
Yeah.
But I think eventually it went over to PS4.
If it had been a bigger deal, it probably would have stayed at Xbox. Yeah. But because it was just it needed to cross-platform to make the sales.
Yep.
So there you go. That's our take on things. I got a nostril whistle here. Got a little bear in the left cave.
Quick, start whistling the American anthem.
No, I can't do it. Anyways, so for Two Dudes Would Do
and PS4
apparently, Lightly Food and a bunch of other names we're known for.
Yeah.
I'm Josh.
I'm Shae.
How do you do?
I'm doing pretty thirsty. I didn't have to do this entire video.